What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Pokemon Platinum. In the last episode, we made it here to Canalave City, and we did battle against our rival Barry, and beat him pretty handedly. In this episode, rather than doing anything else, although you can see here we've got a few people that are, a few notable locations that are worth going to, we're just going to take Barry's advice from the last episode and head straight to Iron Island. Let's set sail. Anchors away. We got a lot of ground to cover in today's episode as we're going to be going through a whole bunch of stuff. But this is also very important, and I want to do this now because we are going to be covering, first of all, we're going to be focusing on getting my final team member evolved as we head through here. But also, we're going to be battling a lot of trainers, getting a ton of experience, and prepping for the big fight that is ahead. Let's head on in here really quickly. Is there anything going on in this place? No one's here. The TV's flickering, but that seems to be about it. Well, all right. Is there an item right here, possibly? Hey, called it. Wow, I didn't actually... I totally guessed on that one, so I'm going to give myself full credit there. Although, there should be another item around here somewhere, maybe, possibly. Nope, never mind. Okay, I was wrong. That one I did check my notes for. You are? Oh, you're Dawn. I'm Riley. I'm a trainer, and yes, it is a bit odd that I would be training here. Anyways, it's always nice to meet another trainer. Here's a gift. And we have obtained HM04. Wow, that's really nice. A hidden machine contains the move Strength. To use it out of battle, you need the Mind Badge from Canalave Gym. I'll be training inside, and you can join me if you'd like. Okay, so we can't use it in here if that's necessary, but why don't we take a look at this really quickly, because Strength might be the only other HM besides Fly and Surf that can actually be useful sometimes in battle. Let's see what Pokemon of mine can learn it. All the ones on the right can. Gyoja, Triton, and Gong. So my choice here, honestly, is between getting rid of Rain Dance on Triton or Grass Knot on Gong. Now, I'm a little bit iffy on this one, so I'm going to take a look at Gong really quickly because there is one other TM I really want to teach him, and I would really like to keep Earthquake, so I'm actually could probably avoid that, but at the same time, there is also another one I really want to teach Triton. So let me take a look at Triton's moves really quickly. Because as much as I would be okay with just throwing this on Bucky and calling it a day, it would probably be better to have this available on my team at times. I could always get rid of Body Slam, which kind of sucks because Body Slam is technically a lot better. It only does 5 more damage but can cause paralysis. However, I don't know, man. This is a tricky one. This is a really, really tricky one. I think I'm going to do this one. As much as I hate to get it. No, you know what? Let's get rid of Rain Dance, because I have no use for that right now. If I need to get rid of Body Slam later, I will. But for right now, let's just get rid of Rain Dance, because it's not really offering up any utility on Gastrodon. And I haven't even used it once. So we'll at least have that to go. But for now, let's head on inside. And inside Iron Island, there's actually a whole lot of Pokemon that have already been available to us up to this point. However, as we get lower into this place, there is going to be a couple of exceptions. So towards the bottom of this area, you're going to be able to run into Steelix, which is technically not new because we've already been able to catch Onix for a while, but you can find them in the wild. However, and I haven't really been drawing enough attention to these, but the dual slot Pokemon in here, if you have Sapphire in here, you can find Sableye, and if you have Ruby in your DS, you can catch yourselves a Mawile. So that is a little bit interesting. Aside from that, though, it's a lot of the same. Your Geodudes, Gravelers, Golbats, Zubats, etc. A lot of the same Pokemon you're going to be running to in pretty much any cave scenario. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to make my life a whole lot easier here and put my Max Repels at the very top. There we go. And let's head on inside. There's a little bit of exploring to be done here. So let's take a look around. All right, on this first floor, there is a couple of things here. Actually, I think I want to go on the left side first because the right side is actually the way to go, but the left side is a bit more on the interesting side. And I'm not like an expert at navigating this place at all, so I'll do my best. Also, we do have trainers in here, so we're going to want to talk to all of them. Doesn't look like there's any hidden items on these first floors, though, so that's good at the very least. All right, Camper Lawrence, you got an Apom. All right, I can handle that. Geist is still out in front. I do need to change that. I probably should put my... I probably should put Gong in front. Oh, what are you doing? Hold on. Is a Floatzel. That is probably not the Pokemon you should have switched to. Okay. Why would you switch out Apom for the Pokemon that is weak to I mean, you could have at least gotten a hit off first. I don't know. I really don't understand the logic there. Honestly, I did think it was going to tank that shockwave, but nope, couldn't even last that. Definitely wouldn't have lived through a Thunderbolt. Geist hits level 39. It's getting overpowered at this point. All right, on to Apom again. I am going to swap to... I'm actually going to switch to Gyoja for this one. Even though Gyoja is going to get a lot of focus in the upcoming gym, it's still going to be nice to just get a little bit of extra experience right now. Era is probably going to be the one that ends up falling behind the most on this team, just because, and I knew this going in, but Drifblim is not like a super amazing Pokemon. It's just kind of there. It's got some utility to it, and it can learn some really interesting moves, but it's just, as far as flying types go, if I really wanted to pick the strongest, I would have gone with Staraptor, but like I said, I was following a certain set of rules when building my team for this one, so do forgive me for that one. Okay, so yeah, a couple items over here. We're going to get ourselves a Protector. That is necessary for evolving Rhydon into Rhyperior. Rhyperior is a noticeable upgrade from Rhydon. Very, very, very good Pokemon. Cannot recommend enough. I'm a big fan of it. Of course, the only real downside is that it doesn't affect the typing at all, and Rot Ground obviously still has its big weaknesses to grass and water, but it's still a really good Pokemon nonetheless, and has very good stats that make up for its one big weakness. Okay, let's continue through here. Like I said, there's no hidden items, but we're going to want to make sure we grab everything that we can as we go. Got another Max Repel to make up for the one that I just used, and then another Picnicker over here. In fact, we'll use that Max Repel right now. Okay, and let me actually switch Geist off the front of my party, and we're going to swap you for Gongon, I think. Yeah, I like that plan. Okay. I don't think there's any Pokemon in here that are higher level than any of mine anyway, so I really don't think they're going to override the Max Repel. There we go. So now, what are you going to throw at me, lady? A Raichu! Well, isn't that convenient? I do happen to have an Earthquake on standby. I don't think I'm going to be one-shotting this Raichu, but I should do a fair bit of damage. Plus, I'm not too worried about any Thunderbolts it may throw my way. Although that was actually a lot more damage than I was expecting. Come on, Gong Gong. Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, that's a little unfortunate. Maybe you can fight through this next paralysis? Otherwise, I might actually be in a little bit of trouble here. Come on, buddy. Earthquake. There we go. Let's see how much damage this is. Probably not going to one-shot because it's not a stab move, but we will see. And... oh, wow. Look at you. Yeah, Raichu doesn't really have the best defenses in the world, so that is a big part of that, but certainly leaves a little bit to be desired in that department, unfortunately. Like I said, ground moves just mess Raichu up. I think I said that a few episodes back when we were discussing Pikachu. Oh, that was actually several episodes back. That was back during the Pokemon Mansion, now that I think about it. Okay, I have no more paralysis heals, so I'm going to start using my lava cookies here, and then we'll use another Moo Moo Milk. I might actually have to start buying some healing items again here somewhat soon. I'm at the point now where Moo Moo Milks might not cut it, so I might have to start spending my money on Hyper Potions. This is why I didn't want to spend too much. Okay, there's an item over there. Here's why I wanted to spend too much back in Canalave, because I would like to save that money for something more useful. Oh, there's another item back there that I missed. Gosh dang it, I'm going to have to dull all the way back. This is right, it's really important to like check and see where you're going, but I think this should be the last of everything that I need in this area. And this is an escape rope. Okay, yes, I do think we're done here. So now we're going to head on to the next area by taking the lift down. It's probably going to take more than one episode to get through Iron Island as well, so bear that in mind. I went the wrong way. Gosh, didn't I? Did I? Yes, I did. I did. I need to go around. Gosh dang it. Wasting all my steps on these Max Repels, man. Not a good thing. Also, man, I didn't realize I had so much freaking honey in my pockets, too. That's ridiculous. It's got to be sticky in there. Okay, down to the second floor we go. And now there's going to be a bunch of trainers down here. Whole bunch, but there's also a whole lot of items to get as well. I think I'm going to go left first. I think this is where I want to go. Or did I want to go right? No, I think I wanted to go right. Okay, we'll come back, and yes, Riley is right there. We'll talk to him in a second. Let's head on over here really quickly. Got a few trainers over this way. We can grab ourselves some items right now. Got myself an elixir. And again, I don't think there's any hidden items in these areas, so that's good. Just keep looking around. Nothing over this way. I'm not really too worried about fighting these workers along the way, especially because, well, it'll make sense in a minute. Trust me. Just trust me. All right. Noel's got Magnemites, and I've got Gong Gong, who I think in this instance, is he going to be faster? I really should never chance not using Trick Room. I really ought to just lead every single fight with that. I don't know why I ever think otherwise. I mean, I guess there is always the Quick Claw and how it could activate, but sometimes I'm just like, maybe I'll be quicker than this? I don't know, but I don't remember Magnemite's inherent speed, so another Magnemite. I'm not too worried about this thing doing too much damage. It might cause paralysis, but that's really the only thing I have to worry about. Or just keep using Screech. That's always a possibility, too. And honestly, way less threatening. Get out of here. Okay, there we go. That was a simple one. Wasn't too worried about that fight. Okay, now I think the only other trainer in here is this other worker just to the south, and I'm pretty sure all the others are all on the left side. Oh, frickin', I didn't mean to walk up. This controller, man, it can be really unresponsive at times. It's very frustrating. Okay, I'm going to actually swap for this guy. We're going to go with Triton. 3 HMs on Triton, my goodness. I do feel kind of bad that we're like turning Triton into another HM, dedicated HM user. When really he's so much better than that. But they're actually, I am considering maybe later just putting strength on Bucky and then possibly going to the move deleter to get rid of that. We'll see. Because I really would like to retain Body Slam. I know I don't use it very much, but it's still a super nice move to have just for the paralysis chance. So this is probably not going to be a one-shot because Steelix actually has some pretty darn good stats. Or it could be. Never mind. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Like, I know their special defense is not, like, super stellar or anything, but really? 65? Yeah, that's pretty bad. Okay. I, for some reason, always thought they were a bit more beefy. But, I mean, when you're the evolved form of what's already a terrible Pokemon in Onix, you don't have very many... You don't have a long ways up to go from there. Okay, I think that is everything. So we got TM23 Iron Tail. A move that I wish was a lot better. Base power of 100, which sounds really nice, and it can lower defense upon hitting. The problem with it is that it only has 75% accuracy, which is not the best. Certainly not my favorite Steel-type move by any means. I don't even know really what can learn it. Probably my Infernape, but what else is the question? That's it. Okay, wow. I was wondering if anyone else could, but nope. It's because we got a lot of primordial Pokemon here. A lot of very strange ones in terms of body shapes and whatnot, which I guess, kind of tracks. Anyway, let's talk to Riley here. Dawn, I'm glad to see you here. If you don't mind, let's team up. The Pokemon seem to be restless. Okay, and much like all the way back in Eterna Forest with Cheryl, Riley is actually going to walk around with us, help us double battle, as well as heal up our Pokemon after every single fight, whether it be with a trainer or with a wild Pokemon, which is really nice. Now, I'm going to try to mitigate the wild Pokemon part, but let's get into some battles here, and I definitely could have set up a double battle, but oh well. I guess I'll take all of the experience. Why not? Not that there's too many trainers in this area. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, actually, there's 8 of them, so that's still a fair bit, I suppose. It's not too bad. We'll be fine. We'll be fine getting through here. Like I said, we're not going to get this entire area done in just this episode. We'll probably do one more episode of Iron Island, seeing this all the way through. But I'm excited to get all this done. I don't think Riley's going to go too far with us, because I don't think he follows us into the final area. Let me actually switch. I'm actually going to switch to Helena, because this is a great place for her to train up a little bit more. At least I think so. Especially against some of these hikers here. And especially if they're going to be throwing out Onixes. I mean, I can just pretty safely use a Mega Drain here and not worry about anything. Because Onix is so sadly pathetic. I know I've harped on that a lot in this Let's Play, but I will continue to harp on it because it'll always bum me out. Get out of here. You 20-foot snake made out of balsa wood. And Steelix! Okay, we're going to go back to Triton for this one. Just because I'm not going to be doing super effective damage at all. But evidently, based on the worker that we just fought, we're still going to be one-shotting this thing, especially because it's literally lower than that other Steelix that we one-shot earlier by 3 levels. So down it goes. Very, very simply. And that might put Triton very close to level 39. Not quite there. Triton is putting in work, though, man. He has been awesome for us thus far, especially since learning Surf. That has just really upped the game for him. Okay, I'm going to switch Helena to the front of the party for the time being. And let's fight this next trainer. Yeah, I definitely should have set up that double battle because I really want to show actually what Riley is using, which is a very unique Pokemon that we actually haven't really... I think we've fought one before this point. Just one. Or even seen one. So it'd be nice to actually let him put that in action, even if he does kind of steal my thunder a little bit. I don't really like double battling with NPCs on my side, but, you know, it's because they're so unpredictable. And they almost are never going to make a better decision than you will. At the bare minimum, they'll make a somewhat decent decision. Wow, Graveler and Rhyhorn, you're really bringing your A game here. At level 35 shouldn't... I mean, I understand the Graveler. Oh, maybe you don't have someone to trade with, but I'm pretty sure Rhyhorn is supposed to evolve by that level, right? No, actually, never mind. I am completely incorrect about that. Level 42 for Rhyhorn. Wow, that's a steep level requirement, especially for a Gen 1 Pokemon. My goodness. I forgot how late that is. Maybe that's why Rhydon was like such a force. It's also like strangely super iconic. That's always been kind of weird to me, how iconic Rhydon is. It's because it was, I believe, the very first Pokemon ever designed, if I'm not mistaken. All right, we got a Dusk Ball out of that. There's an item over here, but I'm going to head down this way first. Okay, can I double battle, please? Thank you very much. All right, Riley, you can help us out on this one. And these two are going to have, I believe, 3 Pokemon each, which shouldn't be too difficult to deal with. But here we go. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a big one. But that's okay because Riley has a Lucario, and hopefully he attacks the right Pokemon in these instances. Level 41. Please go after them. No. Okay, you did go after the Magnemite. Good for you. I'm very proud of you. That's what you should be attacking. Let me handle the Geodude. Awesome. So yeah, Lucario, super awesome Pokemon. If it wasn't obtainable so late in the game, I would love to have one on my team so very much. But unfortunately, we're not going to be going that route this time. But someday, there will be a Let's Play where I'll use Lucario at some point, I promise. I love this Pokemon. Really, really do. All right, next up is Machoke and Graveler. Okay, can I handle the Graveler and you attack the Machoke, please? That would be ideal. We'll see. Force Palm. Nope, you attack the Graveler. Why did I think you were going to do anything else? And you didn't even one-shot it. Oh, my goodness. Don't worry, I got it, I got it. So down goes Graveler. And this Machoke is probably going to throw out something that's really going to hurt here. Luckily, Helena is resistant to all of its fighting-type moves. Yeah, attack the Lucario. That's what it gets anyway. Remember, Lucario is also partially Steel-type, so fighting moves are super fast. Holy shoot, that was some damage. I mean, Submission's a strong move, but wow. That was a lot more than I was expecting. I get the feeling Lucario is going to go down here. I'm going to use Giga Drain on Machoke. There you go. Force Palm the Machop, which you probably won't one-shot. Force Palm's a good move, especially because it can cause paralysis, but it's not like the strongest thing in the world, if that makes sense. It's solid. It's very solid. It's like one of the very first like powerful moves that Lucario is able to get, but it certainly can get better stuff later. Unfortunately, it got absolutely wrecked by this Machoke here. And now you're going to use Submission, which, you know, I'm fine with that. Helena should be able to handle that no problem. And I'm going to just keep healing. But now it is a 1v2 situation, which, you know, is fine. I can handle that. I'm going to let Machop use Submission again and hopefully just knock itself out as I take you down. Of course, the last Pokemon that this guy is going to throw out is not going to be my... Well, actually, I think he just has another Geodude after that. Oh, you're going to use Wake Up Slap, huh? Well, all right. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to Mega Drain the Machop, and then I will get all of my health back off of the back of this Geodude with a single Giga Drain. Not that that's going to matter, because Riley is going to heal us all up anyway. Yeah, Helena's got this. She is freaking carrying right now. Oh no, not a rollout. Not a single one-stage rollout. That is so dangerous. And down goes Geodude. Okay, the worst fight in this entire, well, not the worst fight, sorry. There is one fight that's like way more brutal than this one later, but we'll get to that. Down it goes anyway. It's like the same amount of Pokemon, but way harder. All right. Maybe I should isolate that one just to it so I can get the experience out of it. I don't know. We'll see. All right. I'm going to head on over here and grab this item first. Oh, there's actually an item over there I missed as well. Well, I'm going to have to double back probably. It's okay. I got plenty of max repels to get through this place. That's fine. Can't get on my bike, though, because I have Riley with me, and that would be very silly. Wouldn't that be hilarious, though, if he, like, kept up while I was riding around on my bike? Anyway, Magnet is the 10%... and actually, before I say that with any more, like, obvious conviction, I'm going to fact-check myself and make sure that it's not 20%. Okay, so I was correct that it was 10%, but apparently it was Generation 4 when they switched that boost to 20%, so oops on my part. I actually didn't know that they had changed that, so it is 20% now, but for the longest time it was a 10% boost, so you can't totally blame me for getting that wrong, since it technically was one way for a while, but yes, it is now 20% boost, so... Yes, the Magnet is for electric-type moves in particular, however. Okay, we got ourselves a red shard there. I missed these two over here. I don't want to fight those ace trainers just yet. And I do think I want to isolate them instead of doing a double battle. But let's go here first. And actually, I shouldn't have brought Helena into this fight. Oops. That's my bad. All right, we'll be fine. Because, yeah, Helena's going to have a hell of a time with this one. It's okay, though. We're going to get healed after the fact. We'll just try to get her as much experience as possible. So Toxicroak sucks because we can't do much damage to it, and Medicham is going to absolutely destroy Helena if I'm not careful here. We're going to hope that whatever Lucario is packing is what made Toxicroak shudder. So I'm going to use... Oh, here comes a Sucker Punch. Okay, that's going to hurt a bit. A lot. Metal Claw, huh? Okay, we're both attacking Medicham, which is good. Now, hopefully this Giga Drain does a lot of damage and Medicham doesn't, like, whip out Psychic or something to that effect. Come on. Okay, not quite as much damage as I was hoping. Or you could just use Calm Mind. I mean, more power to you, I suppose. Really wishing I could use... I'm just going to use Mega Drain here. Quick Attack. There we go. Yeah, let's just get rid of this Medicham. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to Stun Spore the Toxicroak next, and I'm going to let you focus on that. I still don't know what... Maybe the Anticipation... Does Anticipation work on adjacent Pokemon, too? I actually don't know. Now that I think about it. It might, actually. It might have been the fact that Medicham was packing a Psychic move, but I could be wrong. All right, I'm going to throw out a Stun Spore on you. Metal Claw, and just kind of let Lucario whittle you down. And that should mostly work in my favor. Nasty Plot, okay. And actually, I was just checking the time. Holy crap, this needs to be the last fight of the episode. I totally lost track of time on this episode. My apologies, everybody. This ended up going way longer than I meant for it to. I should have ended this, like, 2 fights ago. Oops. That's all right. We'll be all right. Just let you Metal Claw. Again, this probably will knock the Toxicroak out anyway. And if it doesn't, my Mega Drain will clean it up. It's gone. We're good. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Pokemon Platinum. I hope you all enjoyed it very, very much. In the next episode, we're going to finish up here on Iron Island. And I will see you all in the next one.